there's there's two different strategies on how to apply. The first one is not going to be so effective, right? So we have our passive applying. So, we can kind of see our graph here is how much time that we're spending in the application process versus the result that we give. So directly correlated. Passively applying, pretty much we have our profile on LinkedIn. We're just kind of waiting for recruiters to come to us. And that's pretty much all we're doing. Maybe we're throwing some applications in online, to the specific companies, but we're pretty much just waiting and seeing what happens. And that's not very effective. So we're going to go over a lot of ways that we can be active in our application process and in our search. So actively applying is going to include smart outreach, so networking, and I'm going to go over some tricks on LinkedIn where we can expand our network and, hopefully get contacts from more people. We can network with hiring managers, sourcers, other people that are in our role, people that are in the role that we want. So there's just a lot of different ways that we can be very active. So I'm going to go over to LinkedIn. We're just going to look at my page and going to go over a few things. So let's say someone give me a company, maybe outside of FANG companies that we've been talking a lot about. What's a company that is kind of unique, or a company someone's targeting that isn't a FANG company? Either throw it in the chat or raise your hand. Plaid. Okay. Plaid, Uber. Awesome. Those are some good ones to start with. So let's say we're looking for, we really like Plaid, right? So we're going to look it up here in the search. Okay, so first off, we have, you can just go to their company page. Now, for any of these companies that you're interested in, I recommend following the company, interacting with anything the company posts, connecting with people at that company. So if I'm someone who follows Plaid, if I'm connected with people at Plaid, if I use their smart apply button on their page, I'm going to show up sooner on recruiters' searches, right? So make sure that you're interacting with the company. Another thing we can do, just to go to their company page, give them a follow, see what their posts are, interact with their posts. Something as simple as a like or a comment is going to increase your visibility in LinkedIn with people at Plaid. Another thing we can do to connect with people at Plaid is if you just do Plaid and recruiter, we're going to pull up some people that are recruiters at Plaid, right? And we can look them up and maybe see, they might give us some information on what kind of roles. So he's full life cycle. He, has some experience there. He's worked at some other places. But Jordan, if we're interested at working in Plaid, might be someone that we want to connect with. So if you connect with him, you can add a note. So I might say something like, "Hi, Jordan, I'm really interested in opportunities at Plaid. Can I send you my resume to see if there may be a fit?" Something very simple like that. I get these types of requests all the time, and typically at any company, there's going to be some system for people to, or for recruiters to resume share. So when I get a resume on LinkedIn and it's not a fit for a position I'm working on, I literally just forward it to an email alias that we have set up. And I would say at least half the time there's someone who's like, "Oh yeah, I'll reach out to that person. I have something for them." So even if they're not the correct recruiter to reach out to, there's typically a system for recruiters to share. And I usually, I always accept my LinkedIn requests. So, connecting with Jordan is going to even push you higher on your SEO for getting found on LinkedIn. Another thing we can do, so connecting with recruiters, another thing we might want to do is connect with other, let's say you're looking for software engineering positions. So we might want to connect with other software engineers. Plaid and software engineer. Cool. So George is a software engineer at Plaid. I might want to send him a connection request, right? Hey, George, how do you like working at Plaid? I'm really interested in getting a job there. Do you have any tips or anyone I can maybe connect with? People are typically pretty nice on LinkedIn about this stuff. At least, I am. And in my experience, they have been. And again, if, you connect with him, this even makes you more visible for recruiters at Plaid searching in LinkedIn.